What is up, Cahir Club? Welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. How goes it? How goes it, everybody? Hello, Dorsal. Hello, Rob. How goes? And hello, Jellu also. We've not yet cracked 10k, but we're gonna crack it today, which is why I'm advertising it as the 10k stream, because we're gonna get to 10k today. We're gonna end maybe on or around 10k. So it's arguably misadvertising, but it's. Is it though? Is it though? Alright. But yeah, hoping to get to 10k today. Will we? We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm going to push myself to get to it. Generally, I do about 300 encounters a stream. I need to do about 380 today. So, we'll be pushing on a little bit more than I normally do. Let me check. So 626. Wait, okay, yeah, no, I accidentally missed one stream counting, and then I had to look up the stream, so I don't actually have the numbers. Never mind. It went from about 9,085 to 620 though, so that's only about 200. You know what? I should just speed it up then, shouldn't I? You know, if that's the case, I should hop on in. If you did in fact catch it before, the 10k title would be clickbait, wouldn't it? Yeah, but like we're basically there. It's if you're rounding up, we're at 10k. And hello, Pip. How goes it? I hope that your day's gone well. Though I don't see why I wouldn't, because you did get Shenhe in Genshin today, and that's very exciting. Let me just get my points. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. Not a shiny. First encounter stream, not a shiny. Womp womp. And watch not. Womp womp and watch not. Alright. Some people are wanting gambles today, right? But SFA ain't even here. SFA ain't even here. And he's going to be really disappointed if he misses out on it. But I can't just run it for the whole stream, because then people might... Because if I get the... I'm not getting the shiny today, actually. I'm not getting it. Let's go a 20-minute. Let's go a 20-minute submission period. Because there's no way I'm getting it in the next 20 minutes. That seems unreasonable. So, the gambit is on if you wish to spend channel points. Maybe at SFA on Discord to ensure that he does. Don't add him on Discord. Maybe, yeah. I'm not sure if you should add SFA on Discord, but he probably would like to know that the prediction's up, so take that as you will. You know? Take that as you will. Anyway, Anyway. I was going to have a brain thought and then I forgot to. You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is when you want a brain thought and then you forget. Your first gamble, how exciting. How exciting. You bet it on no? You know, that's the safer option, right? That is the safer option. You've picked safety over danger there. I messaged him, understandable, Rob. Yeah, we'll see if he does show up. But thank you. When you add the bet site for prediction, when will you add the bet site for predictions on the encounter number? Yeah, no, actively like you know, you're just in time, SFA. You're just in time. I heard you got summoned by Rob. Or did you not get summoned by Rob? Oh, 2.6. Is that your entire net worth, SFA? Is that your entire net worth betted on this? Rob did bring you. Nice. I was wondering if it was Rob brought you or a coinky dink, because he did tell me he messaged you. Oh no, I see Mango's also bet. I will get it. You threw in 100. I see. Interesting. You saw the ping, but you're watching Solo, as in the Star Wars movie? The new season came, not the Star Wars movie. Solo Leveling. Oh, I see. I saw a video the other day. Glanced over, saw Gamba happening, had to rush over, and then that's fair, that's fair. I was expecting that low-key. I set it to 20 minutes. just to make sure. You've chipped in. Wow, Pip's in the minority, actually. Most people are expecting me to get it today. Don't know why. I'm on Pip's side here. I was insulted, but in a way, Pip is on the road to getting 2.8 thousand channel points. Which is pretty exciting for him. I will give him that. I'm pressing the wrong button. Oh boy. So, you know, I saw a video the other day that was like, there's this new anime that's come out, like, specifically made to put you to sleep. It's called Solo Leveling. Based on, the manhwa that was, like, engineered to... and was the champion at putting readers to bed immediately. I was about to ask what it was, because that would have been epic. I want to fall asleep to anime. Well, have you watched Solo Leveling, Jelu? Have you watched Solo Leveling yet? You've read it. Well, you must have had some great sleeps during that time, huh? Slept like a baby. No, I've not seen Solo Leveling. I can't roast it that intensely, but it was a really fucking funny video. Cahir, Solo Leveling wakes people up? Sure. It ain't that bad, I see. But it is funny, because these days I mostly see people calling it mid. Which is something I've always found funny, given that, everyone in my chat has always said it's good. Oh, is that someone else on tour, or is Pip put his money up? Pip put more money where his mouth is. Is there more money in Snip Pip's mouth at the moment? The whole first season is a build-up to Juniper yelling, Igris, wake up. Yeah? Still one of the most popular manhwas ever. Yeah, no, I think I heard... Who's it? Giguk talking about it? Maybe? It might have been him? No, I don't really watch those guys that much anymore. Occasionally I go through a period of listening to the Trash Taste podcast. When I need to go to sleep, obviously. Like, low-key, unironically, just because I do listen to podcasts to go to bed. Watched it, it's kind of basic but better than some stuff you've seen. That's fair. But since we're all watching mid, I'm going to set you all a peek. Have you guys seen Orb on the Movements of the Earth? That's right. It's another Cahir gasses up Orb on the Movements of the Earth stream. Because I'm here. I don't have trash taste. I have great taste. Dorsal Fin 1. Dorsal Fin 1. Can you back me up on my taste in anime real quick? But Orb on the Movements of the Earth is... You've added it to your watch list. Let's go. It's fucking banging. Genuinely one of the best shows of, like, the past year. It's such a good anime. My dad likes it. And he dropped Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in 2 episodes. So he's hard to impress. Gasp. To be fair, there's a lot of like anime-esque comedy scenes, and he does not fuck with that, man. He does not fuck with anime-esque comedy scenes. Stone-faced. Not even stone-faced, actually. General look of disapproval. I did, however, get him to watch all of Avatar: The Last Airbender, so that's a W. But yeah, no, orb on the movements of the Earth, peak. It's not like actually historical, but it's like kind of historical setting. It's not like a high-paced action. It's more of a philosophical one. In fact, they quite often mention Greek philosophers in it. I'm not targeting my advertisement at all. I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Spreading my net wide, I am. Philosophical like One Piece? Is it? Is it? Oh yeah, I tried the double down today. The double down? You feel targeted? You're not being targeted. Do not worry, Dorsal Fin One. I'm not targeting you at all. What is the double down? KFC. Oh, I see. How was it? What does philosophical mean? I don't know what philosophical means, but I'm talking about PHILOSSH. Fuck. Philosophy. Really fucking mid? Oh no. I always like the Zinger burgers from KFC. Philosophical. It is a Zinger double down. Oh no. Oh no. What is it? I think it's the Zinger Stacker meal that I like. That's when Rob's like, yeah, that's what they call it, where I'm from. Then I kill myself live on stream in embarrassment. But anyway, I had a really good Popeyes. There's Popeyes in England now. Fun fact. In England, we have Popeyes. What is it? Philadelphia chicken? I don't know. I don't know American geography. Oh yeah, prove it. You want me to pop my eye right fucking now? Huh? On stream? What does Popeye serve? Chicken. It's a fried chicken place. I had one of the, I had one of the burgers. I don't know how the, like, not burger stuff is, but it was a fucking good burger. I had Popeyes once a few years ago at a different Popeyes location. It's Louisiana, I think. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it is Louisiana. But yeah, no, and it was kind of mid. The chips were good. The chips, phenomenal. I'd say like top 10 chip, top 5 maybe actually. Top 5 fast food chips. I'd say McDonald's are maybe in that top 5, maybe, because Mackey's chips are pretty good. KFC, bottom 5. KFC chips are shit. Is this stream sponsored by Popeyes? No. Wait, let me check something. I thought you guys say chips and I was very confused. Yeah, no, chips are... We call them chips instead of fries. What's number one? In general, once, I think it was... No, it might have been Turkey. It was either Turkey or Spain. And there was this place that served chips that were basically fucking grated potato. Basically grated potato. Thin as shit, right? Almost American chips, really, you could say it. But they were, like, really thin as well. They were salted, like, to within an inch of their lives. But they were so good. They were phenomenal. It was crazy how good those chips were. Like, I could not remember the place if you put me in the area. But I remember we were sitting outside. And they came in this, like, kind of like a latticey cuppy thing. With, like, greaseproof paper in it. And those were some phenomenal chips. Genuinely awe-inspiring chips. And then, fast food wise, there's this place nearish me called German Doner Kebab. Their chips are pretty fire as well. By the way, I did answer your question to the Zinger Tower burger thing. The original had bacon in it. This was a hash brown. And the batter gets really mushy when you're supposed to hold it. Oh, no, yeah, I have actually had that hash brown one. I have had that one. That one isn't that good. You're right, Rob. I agree with you. The hash brown KFC burger gets a doom! German Donner does everything right. SFA, my man! Yes! Yeah! Yes! I'm glad that someone in chat here understands. Like, I love German Donner. They do, they do everything right. They've recently brought out donut bites. Those were really good. Those were really good. Me and a mate both went there, and he was like, oh, we should try these. So, I bought, like, the most I could, because we were sharing them. He took one bite and was like, oh, these are jam, actually, never mind. Oh, these are German. What? The donut bites? I mean, there were Berliners, to be fair. They were, like, called Berliner donut bites. Which made me think that they were going to be filled with chocolate, right? Because I always remembered the Waitrose Berliner, which was a chocolate-filled donut with chocolate sauce topping. And I think that is one of my favorite donuts ever. That's one of my favorite donuts ever. But I swear they discontinued it. They don't do it anymore. They do not do the, you need to lock in and go all in if you want to get the shiny. If you want to get the shiny, Anyway. What was I trying to squeeze out my brain hole? There were some words I was trying to squeeze out my brain hole, but I forgot. Anyway, now I'm low-key a bit hungry, even though I just had dinner. Like, you made me... I mean, I kind of low-key made me think about... No, actually, it is Rob's fault. I am going to blame Rob. Because you made me think about food and stuff, and now I'm like, food, you know? Now I'm like, food. Because I love a good meal. You know? I love a good meal. Maybe I should try and make those chips someday, because I probably could, right? Because I bet that it is straight up grated. Maybe? They were really thin. So grating would make sense. I'll have to dwell on it. Make a cooking video of it. Maybe. Now football players say we despite the fact that they didn't even get out of the chair to attend the match. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I get it now. I get what you're saying. Oh, it's almost been the 20 minutes. It's almost, the time has almost elapsed. If you want to gamble, you have seconds left. You have seconds left. You have no points. Boo womp. How will you hey? Tell you hey, you just...
Hey.
There it is. I was like worried. Sorry, had a bit of a house emergency that I had to look at. But GDK pretty peak. There's one where you are too. Yo, let's go. You love to hear it, honestly. You love to hear it. Yeah, no, I love a good German donner. Blurb maybe, yeah, but Blurb was snoozing. Blurb was... I hope your house emergency has gone well, though, Rob. Has been all sorted out and done. Whoa! Yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! That is me when my German doner kebab order arrives. Alright. But, what words was I looking for? What words was I looking for? Oh, they released a foot-long Oreo cookie at Subway, and I might have to get that next time. I don't know if it's going to be at my Subway yet. It might just be like an American thing for a bit. But they have the foot-long cookies and the foot-long churros. So, I feel like the foot-long Oreo cookie can't be too far off, right? I feel like it can't be too far off, right? It's not great, but not so much of an emergency. The bathroom tiles protruding out the wall a bit. It's dry inside, so not dire. Or not. Fair enough. You're going to finish your anime watching now because the poll's kind of over? I mean, sure, but then you won't know if you've won the gamble or not, you know? And if you aren't here to... If I find the shiny Minccino when you're not here, do I even make a sound? Do you even get your money? If you do get one, I'd recommend leaving it on your desk and leaving the room for 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Possibly need to do a bathroom renovation sooner. Best of luck. Our bathroom got... Well, it didn't get renovated. We repainted it. It's weird. So I was used to it being the colour it was. Now it's a different one. Well, it's not weird anymore, because it happened, like, before Christmas, so I'm used to it now, but... It was odd for a bit. Alright, timers, not too long of a sit down. Back in a few. Best of luck with your leg stretching. That's reasonable. That's a smart thing to do, is... have a thing that says, time to stretch your legs. Anyway, Anyway. Does anybody... What's everybody's hit the words? I tried to get a sentence out. Favorite fast food chain? Go. What's everybody's favorite fast food chain? I'm nosy. You know. You knows. McDonald's is just so basic but good. I feel that McDonald's, I don't know, like, my hot take is, McDonald's, I'll go for McDonald's, right? McDonald's good. McDonald's burger, I love a good McDonald's burger, right? Them McFlurries are up there. I love a good McFlurry, right? Not during the winter, it's a bit too cold at the moment, but McFlurry, pretty solid. Can't go wrong with a McFlurry. But, I'd rank them more towards the middle, right? Because there are some fast food places that are genuinely good. Like, the food they serve, like, is genuinely nice food, right? And there's some fast food places that's, like, dismal. The food isn't good. It's horrible food. You don't want to eat that, right? But I feel like McDonald's is, like, McDonald's, you can't go wrong with it. Like, 90% of, like, I'd say maybe, like, even 95% of people, you know what? 95% of people would genuinely eat something from McDonald's. 90%, but then another 5% of people won't go to McDonald's on principle. You know? Like, there are some people, like, not McDonald's, not McDonald's, you know? But they'd, like, eat the food if given the choice. I don't think they'd actually hate the food if it was, like, served to them under the guise of something else. But they'll be like, not McDonald's, you know? You know what I mean? Like, I was one of those people when I was, like, a teenager, right? I used to be like, no. But then a few friends dragged me to one day, and I was like, alright, I kind of get where you're coming from. I kind of understand what you're saying. So, I'll have a bit of McDonald's. I'll have a bit. And, it's in the middle, right? I'm not gonna say it's like the best thing ever. You know? Because that would be a lie. Well, in my opinion. But like, it's there, you know. Tonkotsu. It's a ramen place. Interesting. I've not actually been there. Maybe one day. Add it to the list. Mine's 666, by the way. I don't know if anyone thinks that's funny. But it's like the devil number and whatnot. Welcome back, Mango. I was just asking people. I was just asking people. Favorite fast food place? Wait, I forgot to read out Jelu's. I'd go for the old local place at the swimming hall, but it's gone. That's a shame. That's a shame. It always sucks when, like, there's something nice nearby and then it goes. Like, Banks. Anyway. But again, can't have it regularly, as I don't have one nearby. I see, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. My most common fast food is, like, pizza. I mean, pizza is fast food, right? Like, that I feel like pizza kind of lands in its own, like, category, because there are so many pizza places, right? But, it's still fast food. But, which pizza place are you gonna rate? I do love a good Domino's, honestly. Like, I know Domino's is, like, falling out of public favor lately, I think. But I do, like, Domino's, they do cheese right. I love a nice, cheesy pizza. A nice, slathered in cheese. And Domino's have, like, that thick cheese on it, and I love it. I love it, man. My heartburn doesn't love it. But I am on heartburn medication now. Do I need to worry about heartburn when I'm on medication for it? Maybe I need not worry about Domino's. I had an Indian curry. I had a takeaway last night. And I didn't get heartburn. So maybe. Because if I'm in the clear for this shit now, like, because it's always like oh, it's a shame that I have heartburn. But, like, if that's not a shame anymore, if that's alright, if I don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. We have a few of the US chain pizza stores here, but you don't think there's too many Swedish chain pizza places. That's fair, that's fair. Are you building up to a favorite, or is your favorite just pizza takeaway? What counts as fast food anyway? Like, literally, meal you get fast? I'd say so, yes. They're also generally chains, right? Like, Rob, I'm gonna ask for your support on this, your backup. Fish and chips, fast food? Is fish and chips fast food? Because it's a takeout, right? Maybe you eat it in the store, but generally, that shit's coming home with you, right? Yes, okay. It is. I was wondering if it's, like, a thing that seems like it would be, but then people are like, no, it's not, you know. Those few open late places have slightly different things, so it depends on what you're feeling. That's fair. But is there, like, there's not one that's, like, above the rest. There's not, like, the best one. Although, I don't think it's fast food if it's, like, a coffee shop, right? Like, Starbucks, Costa, local coffee shops and stuff. Even if they sometimes do, like, bacon baps and stuff. Like, there's one near me that I'm not gonna name, because I think that might straight up dox me. Like, I speak about Popeyes and German Doner, knowing there aren't that many in the country, right? But, like, people might be able to, like, be like, oh, well, if this is here and this is here, then Cahir must be here. I've triangulated his position, and I'm going to make his head explode, you know, like... But I'm not going to name the coffee place I like, because I think that might just straight... Like, it's not that unique of a name, so I think there probably are more than just the one, but I'm not sure if it's a chain. Anyway, they do bacon butties and sausage butties. Depends on if I've had a bacon butty recently, if I'll have a sausage butty, but they do bacon butties, and they, like, microwave them. But, I mean, the place near me has it ready in like 10 minutes. I'm waiting for collection. Definitely faster than most places. Oh, yeah, no, fish and chips is, like, I'd say in the bounds of fast food, right? What does Google define fast food as? Easily prepared processed food served in snack bars and restaurants as a quick meal to be taken away. So yeah, like, I feel like that's more or less, you get it quick. And it's probably not that healthy, I feel like, is another, like, big thing with it. You're probably not going to be leaving it healthy. It's not good for you. Oh, one place or the other place with the stuff? Exactly, yeah. I'd say a chippy is a snack bar. What does a salad bar count? I guess? But then you'd argue that's healthy. That's why you've said that, because you're going to argue it's healthy.
Hey.
Hello, SFA guy. Was the anime episode any good? We're now talking about our favourite fast food places. Because I want to make myself hungrier and hungrier. No? I mean, it was solo leveling. Anyway, you may have been right. Oh no! Oh no, his mind's changed as hard, isn't it? I'm sorry, SFA. Your dad is your favourite fast food place. That's an interesting suggestion. He cooks fast and it's yummy. That is fair. Can't slate that. My dad can't fall under the same umbrella, because he says you're eating at 6:30, you're eating 7. Could be wholesome or weird, depending. Well, I always assumed he meant his dad cooking for him, Jellu. I really don't think it was ever going to have meant anything else. So, no comment. You'd make a good politician. Alright. But, SFA, your dad, he's on holiday. He's elsewhere, right? Top pick for a fast food place. Because like, that's not something I can write down, right? I can't be like, SFA's dad. I'll go there tomorrow lunchtime, you know? I'm not going to have fast food tomorrow lunchtime. I think I'm probably going to make some garlic bread, I'm thinking some garlic bread for lunch might be good. I'd have to buy some mozzarella from the One Stop, but I have to buy some bread from the One Stop anyway, right? So, I think all in all, like, it makes sense as a... Or Sinister, as he eats his dad. That's a good point. That's a good... He might eat his father. Maybe that's what Jellu meant by weird, you know? Maybe Jellu didn't mean anything else, and I'm being weird, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what S stands for. Sinister. Had you considered that? I hadn't considered that until this point, you know? It's better that you don't answer that. You see, Jellu, I gave you an out. I gave you a wide open door. You'd be like, yeah, no, I thought it'd be weird if he was a cannibal. Because cannibalism's kind of weird. But it's not a metaphor for love. But no, you've closed the door again. Hop. But. I refuse to go through suspicious, unfamiliar doors. I guess that's a pretty good thing to stand by. I mean, it's not a good thing to stand by. but you'd do well in a horror movie. You know? Like, I think, in the grand scheme of things, like, that's a smart take to have. Which horror movie character would everyone be? I don't really watch many horror movies to know the archetypes that in and out, honestly. I'm not, like, someone easily scared, I just don't care for him that much. I watched Cocaine Bear, which isn't really a horror, but one of the friends I watched it with did watch a good chunk of the film through his hands. So... I'd like to be the Terminator, which the first film is classed as horror. Wait. Yeah, then I want to be the Cocaine Bear, because it's a horror comedy. You know? Terminator's horror? Apparently the first one. I mean, a little bit. Like, it's very action-y. But... plus I'll get to say stuff like, I'll be back. Hasta la vista, baby. But, yeah, no, I'm... I choose the Cocaine Bear. Looking forward to LSD Squirrel, honestly. It is. The first one is literally big scary robot chases woman, hilarity ensues. The hilarity! I mean, hilarity given the fact that she creates a paradox? Because John Connor sends his father back in time to meet his mother so they can bone, so they can trauma bond, bone, and he can be born. Which is a bit fucked up. Literally that Megan movie plot. Megan movie? I've seen Alien at least. Alien's a good one. The Robot Girl movie is just big scary robot chases people. A small scary robot? Am I missing some, like, very culturally relevant movie that's just not crossing my mind? Because this isn't ringing any bells. But also, big scary robot chases people isn't that uncommon of an archetype of film. In my defense. Rob also does not know. So, It's not relevant, I was just dragged along to see it. Right. Fair enough. But, let's figure out what movies I'm watching tomorrow. Getting into watching movies on Tuesdays. You know how it is. Because when it's Tuesday, it's movie day. Wow. My face when it's movie Tuesday. When it's Tuesday, man, it's movie day on Tuesday. It's probably enough to warrant a sequel, so I don't know how no one's heard of it. So, why are you calling it That Megan Movie? Is there someone called Megan in it, or is Megan an actor in it? Yeah, no, just what's it called? You called it That Megan Movie, like, what's the name of the movie? It's literally called That Megan Movie. Oh, M3. Okay, I see. Oh no, I think I might have. I have not seen it, but I vaguely recognize this character. Went to watch bad horror movies in theaters with your family a while ago. I see. Remember the Megan Chessbot? Chessbot? I guess it was 2022. And 2022 was like... 2022, 2023, I think, was when chess came back for a bit. You know? Chess had its bit of a resurgence when everybody was, like, playing chess. It's interesting because it's kind of gone back under again. Do people play chess as much now? Is chess become niche again? Like, it's not that niche, right? But it's not, like, as popular as it was. That International Master Levy bought chess back for a second. Did where? I know, like, loads of streamers were playing it. And, shit, what's her name? Anya Joyce Taylor. Queen's Gambit. Yeah, Queen's Gambit. Which, for some reason, had a board game made out of it. Which, you'd think would just be chess. But... oh wait, no. Then chess instantly died again because people realised that there were thousands of years of chess BS they didn't understand. I feel like that's not why chess died again, but sure. But chess was coming back before Queen's Gambit, it was. I don't know, I just remember there was that big phase where, like, there were, like, streamer chess tournaments, like, every week. And then Ludwig... was it Ludwig? I think it was Ludwig. Did, like, the tournament where, like, it was 1 round boxing, 1 round chess, 1 round boxing, 1 round chess, until someone won at either of the games. And around that time, like, everyone was playing chess, not just streamers. And, like, there were multiple posts on Reddit being like, oh, all the kids in my class is playing chess all the fucking time. All they do is play chess. So chess had, like, a pretty big... I feel weird calling it a resurgence, because I feel like chess has always been in the background. It's just once it was a bit more mainstream than normal. Yeah, like 2021, International Master Gotham Chess or Levy was popping off, and this dude, James, made a video of chess boxing that went viral at a similar time. I see. I could have sworn it was, like, more into 2022, 2023. I don't know. Time hasn't been real as of late, so it's fine. What do you mean it's 2025? What do you mean this year it's been 5 years since COVID? So, like, COVID, like... The Odd Ones out? Did the Odd Ones out? Was the Odd Ones out in the chess boxing? Did he make a video? I thought he was just in the regular box. I don't know, man. I've not watched Odd Ones Out in years. I know, like, the internet's turned on him for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Like... He made some controversial jokes over time. Yeah, but that's never why I see people hating on him. I don't think. Maybe it is? I don't know, man. It was around the time he made that Netflix series was when people turned on him, I feel. He made that Netflix series. I didn't watch it because it was aimed at children. And then people started, like, being mean about him. But, like, I just know whenever I see, like, an Odd Ones Out thing. You watched Oddballs? Was Oddballs good, SFA? Was it a good show? Like, to be fair, right? Let me take a step back here. A YouTuber getting a Netflix show, a Netflix animation show, that's pretty hype. That's pretty good. Good on him for doing that, you know? I respect him for managing that. I'm still not going to watch it, but... About who? The Odd Ones Out. He was like... He was one of the pioneers of that, like, animation storytime genre, like Jaden Animations and Domix. It's funny how Jaden is one of the most internetally relevant still. Like, she's a good YouTuber. It had lore. Yo! Dude, let's make an Odd One Out Netflix show. Iceberg. Come on. You know you want an iceberg video. You know sometimes you watch a show and then immediately type in iceberg. An iceberg. You do, don't you? There isn't enough to make a game theory. No! But is there enough to make an Is there enough to make an iceberg? Is there enough to make an Odd Ones Out show iceberg? Boo. Ah, hello Lucario, how goes it? I hope your week's gone off to a good start. Is the next long-form content video after months the Odd Ones Out iceberg video? Yeah. yeah, that sounds great. Sorry, Rob. It's Twitch, remember? Valiant effort. Valiant effort. No, that's There we go.
Ice, baby.
Yeah, there we go. Ain't icebergs like 1 hour 40-minute videos on everything that exists on a specific show or topic? Yes! Yes. I remember. And I can't remember. It wasn't long after it came out. You know, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look this up because I'm genuinely quite nosy about it, about when it was. It's gonna crush me. You know what? I'm not, because it's gonna crush me. This is information that isn't gonna be good for my brain, because if it's longer than 2 years ago, I'm gonna explode. But the Wendigoon conspiracy theory iceberg, which was this 9-hour-long video chronicling, like, so fucking many conspiracy theories. And I watched that in, like, 3 days. I watched a 9-hour-long video over the course of the whole thing. All 9 hours of it. That was not a good time for me. Time well spent? I remember some of them. And I remember the guy was pretty convinced giants were real, which was interesting. Giants are real. Oh, they are? What did he classify as giants? I think if I say to you giants, that, I guess if you're thinking like mountain height, like considerably taller than regular people. And like not just like gigantism, just like consider like sized up. Look at a Gigantopithecus, and say that isn't a giant-ass ape. If this just, like, links to, like... Okay, no, this is, like, a big monkey. I guess it isn't. You know what, SFA? This monkey is pretty fucking large. It's a cryptid. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. It is actually real. Okay, sorry. I read the word cryptozoology, but no, it's because people think it's Bigfoot. Yeah, no, that is a pretty big monkey. What's the point? What point? Are you trying to imply that giants evolved from that thing? Is that the implication here? Yahoo!
Balls.
Balls indeed, Mango. I don't know, I could think of people whose growth never stopped, like the tallest people. Yeah, understand what you're saying. He's not talking about people with gigantism, though. He's talking about literal giants who live under the earth. Yahoo!
Monk.
Like, he doesn't believe people with gigantism exist. They do. We know this. He is talking about another, like, species. What about half giants like Hagrid, who's obviously real? You're right. I'm sorry. I'm saying that those were the giants. Yeah, but they were still, like, monkeys. I'm not arguing that giants were real, man. Anyway, I also remember one where, like, there was this, like, thing that happened somewhere in the Pacific that, like, loads of army shit was sent to. and then something. I don't know, man. I don't remember it that well. Which kind of backs up the idea that this might have been a couple of years ago at this point, because I do not remember much of the conspiracy theory iceberg. But I also watched a 9-hour video over the course of like 3 days. So honestly, I'm not surprised I don't remember large chunks of it. I'm just not. I am very unsurprised. Are you really into conspiracy theories? No. I think conspiracy theories are stupid. And then some people are like, oh, I have a conspiracy, and it's just like, the truth. And it's like, that's not conspiracy theory then. Why would you watch it then? Because I thought it would be interesting? Like, conspiracy theories aren't something I go out of my way to learn about, right? But I thought it would be an interesting video, and it was. I did find it quite interesting. It was also 9 hours long. Sometimes you see a video in your recommended and you're like, that sounds kind of interesting. So you watch a 9-hour video in 3 days. You're a conspiracy theorist with a hyperfixation. You like big things. That's fair enough. Shit, I ain't got time for that. I did. So I watched it all, didn't I? To be honest, I don't think I've seen a 9-hour video. On my feed. Maybe 7 hours at most. Yeah, there aren't that many 9-hour videos that are like actually filled with content. Most of them are just like song looped for 12 hours, right? Well, that's pretty common. I think I'm starting to remember like other unreasonably long videos I've watched. None of them have been the 9-hour long conspiracy theory one though. I did, however, once watch like a 3-hour long video on lab rats. And I don't mean rats in laboratories. I mean the Disney Channel show. I did watch lab rats when I was younger. I was not that invested in it. I've seen an 11-hour noise music playlist. Noise is peak content. Like, what noises are we talking? Like, or like rain? You know? I'm like interested in how long that lab rats video is now, because I think it might have been longer. Okay, no, it was 3 hours. It was a 3-hour long video. Do not worry. It was only 3 hours long. Isn't noise like also a certain kind of music? It is. May 7th, 2022. Shut up, no, I didn't want to know. That's almost 3 years ago, Mango. I think I watched it like a month after it released, so yeah, no, I wasn't even green then. I wasn't even green then. You heard of songs like My Friends Are So Weird by Zabe and What the Fuck by the creator I forgot the name of? The songs aren't really music, they're just noise, but they're pinky content. Right. I see. You know what? I'm not gonna slate things I don't understand. I'm not here to slate things I don't understand. I'm just not. It's not what I do. It's not who I am. Were you middle-aged and orange back then? I was one of those things. But, anyway. So, no, it wasn't middle-aged. Do I need to spell it out? But, I love a good way too long video. I couldn't make a way too long video. I don't have the patience. Right? I lack the patience. But the old avatar just got some jolly old man vibes. So you'd say things like, "'Tis but a scratch." No, I'm not the Black Knight from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. What is considered way too long? For a YouTube video, I'd consider like anything over 2 hours way too long. For a movie, that's reasonable. That's fine. It's fine for a movie because it's a movie. But for a YouTube video, once you're over 2 hours, podcast, that's fine. I'd say 7 minutes for a song. That's fair, SFA. Can't slate that. I'd agree. Podcast, a 2 hour long podcast is what we got so far. Corruption of damage. You love to see it. Podcast, I'd say 2 hours is like on our longer side for podcast, right? But I wouldn't say it's too long. Now, like if you're looking at like over 3, maybe 4 hours for a podcast, that's too long. What the fuck are you talking about for 4 hours? I play rhythm games, so after 5 minutes I can't listen without feeling wrist pain. Oh no. But yeah, 9 hours, that's definitely too long. 9 hours is firmly in the too long part. Why? Why are you asking, Pip? I'm interested. Were you just generally curious, or is there a specific reason that the question came up? You're just curious, I see it. I was wondering if you like... if you were trying to... how do I say it? Gauge videos you liked. On the Cahir is it too long scale. Your rhythm game addiction has caused many of your opinions to form, such as 1/3 is arse waltz music. Gives me brain hurt. Oh no. Market research. Right, I see. When your favourite songs from Queen is 8 minutes. It's alright, Pip. You know what, actually, maybe I'm just showing a bad understanding of Queen if I say that. I'm not much of a music guy, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to come clean and say it. I'm not much of a music guy. Sometimes I hear a song and I'm like, that sounds good in my head. So that's a song I like. But all in all, I'm not much of a music guy. You enjoy a musical too. Which is the favourite song from Queen you're talking about? That's the question I'm going to ask. Because I'm sure I and a lot of other people are thinking of one specific song from Queen. And I'm saying a lot of other people because I'm trying to validate myself. But another one bites the dust. The Prophet song, I see. That was not the one, I mean, that was the one I was thinking of. There isn't any other long songs by Queen that might have came to mind there. None at all. Bohemian Rhapsody's under 6 minutes. It is? Huh. American Pie's almost 8 minutes, though. Maybe over. I like that song. I like American Pie. Yellow Queen very much. Understandable, understandable. Apologies for my lack of knowledge. I think when I hear a more than 6 minute song is I'm Not Crazy, a 7 minute song by Ado. Huh. Interesting. Can't not think of Yoshikage Kira. JoJo's is such a good show. But man, is it hard to look under any comment section of a song that's got a JoJo thing associated with it. That song gives you your wrist cancer. I tried to find the map in Osu. It's 7 minutes of death screams, and it's like 180 beats per minute. Huh. Bohemian Rhapsody is still safe despite having a stand. Okay, to be fair, Bohemian Rhapsody is an incredibly popular song, and its stand is a good arc in Part 6, don't get me wrong. Right? Like, I do like the Bohemian Rhapsody arc. But Part 6 isn't one of the more popular parts. And Bohemian Rhapsody isn't one of the most iconic stands in the part, unfortunately. I'll defend Bohemian Rhapsody till my death as one of the coolest stands ever. You know what? Anyone fighting on the Part 6 front lines, good in my book. I think he was speaking about songs like Sex Pistols and Golden Experience. I was more talking about in Part 6 itself, where obviously Made in Heaven is an insanely iconic moment in anime in general, which does make me happy. I feel like I see more. I mean, then again, it might just be because Part 6 was the most recent part. Made in Heaven is peak. I love Made in Heaven. What are the other most iconic stands from Part 6? Because a lot come to mind. But are they iconic? I guess most of the time it is just the villains. I'm trying to think of, like... Oops. I mean, most Part 6 stands are obscure and had a small time on screen like any minor stand battle, while also having more weird situational abilities. And that's what I love about stands. The weird situational stands are my favourite. Like, Kiss? I mean, again, but I'm trying to think of, like, how iconic it is, right? Like, Golden Experience is iconic, because of course it is. King Crimson is iconic, because it's confusing, and it's the main antagonist stand. Silver Chariot re-arrives. Foo Fighters is a pretty iconic stand from Part 6, I think, because people really like FF. Because why wouldn't you? They're awesome. Sorry, I don't know if Dorsal Fin's still here, so I'm trying not to... Oh, you tried to exclamation point woo. Yeah, I don't know if Dorsal Fin's still here, so I'm trying not to spoil her. I'm trying not to say too much. You're half sentient. Okay, understandable. We're from Part 3 punching to more sophisticated stuff in Part 6, which is why it's one of my favourites, exactly. And...
Yahoo! Woo.
Sure, close enough. I'm going to be vague because I don't want to spoil Dorsal Fin because I don't know how much she actually knows about JoJo's. And I've just started getting her to watch it. And if anyone spoils it, I'll kill you. I'm going to time you out. also there is a stand called Limp Bizkit. Nothing more to say. The best part is she's not going to understand what you're talking about in that sentence. Sasuke dies at the end of part 10. Anyway, Stone Free is one of my favorites because it's such a actually interestingly ability to stand. Like, I was quite bummed out when November Rain just seems to be another, like, oh, it hits you really hard type. But it is getting more interesting as the part's going on. November Rain, I think, falls in this weird midpoint in stands, where it's not Star Platinum, which whole thing is punching really hard. Suppose they have stand parties and it's a bizarre old time. Exactly. You've ruined it for her. Can't believe you do that. I hate it when Joshikage Cahir dies in part 8. Re-up second half. Hello Bruga, how goes it? I hope that your week has been going well so far. I'm trying to get to 10k today. Do you like Mondays? But yeah, I'd say, I think I need to reread JoJolion, because Soft and Wet maybe is a good stand, but I read JoJolion in like 3 bursts, because it just, I just... I'm not spoiling much, I'm talking about vague stuff. Soft and Wet isn't even a song. Isn't it an album? I caught a fever, so yeah, fantastic start to your week. Oh, not a fantastic start. Is it a bad one or one that lets you skip stuff without feeling uncomfortable? He said fever, so I feel like it can't be that great. Anyway, yeah, let's shift the conversation so we don't spoil her. I don't think she's the biggest spoiler hater, but there are some parts I want her to experience for me. Soft and Wet is a song by Prince. Okay, then yeah. SFA is just incorrect. But, I'm trying to gaslight to keep the spoilers away. Sure thing. It's not, you're right. You know what, I can change the subject. I've been watching an anime recently that I think it's the worst anime I've stuck with. No, that's Mushoku Tensei. In fact, I'd argue I haven't stuck with Mushoku Tensei, because I only watched season 1. Anyway, I've been watching Mashal lately. What would you say so much about Mushoku Tensei? The main character's a pedophile. It's got good parts, but it's a very, like, it's got this incel through line that I despise. Like, the part where his father, his reincarnated father cheats on his mother with their maid, and then they just raise the children together and act like everything's fine. They kind of laugh it off. There's a bit of a spat, and then they laugh it off like, oh, you're such a... And also, like, same thing with Oshinoko. Like, I do not like Oshinoko for the exact same reason. Yo, we got a bot! You love to see it. But yeah, no, also, like, I fucking despise... like it when like any kind of Oshinoko is exactly the same boat with this. But a character who's like an adult and then they get reincarnated back into a child and then they start having any kind of relationship with people their new age. Because mentally, right, even if you want to argue there's like some bullshit going on with the fact that they've been reset to a baby, mentally, they're still like a lot older. And you're going around being like, yeah, will they, won't they, with this child? Oshinokos, I think, are like a bit... Oshinoko is worse in the fact that it actively kind of like leans into it. Mushoku Tensei's bad in the sense that the main character's a pedophile. And, like, people are always like, oh, it's a show about him becoming a better person, but... I feel like if you introduce a character as a pedophile, they're just kind of already irredeemable. Right? Like, I don't want to see a pedophile become a better person. Why would I want to watch that? Kind of telling someone it gets better at episode 200 and telling them to ignore the rest. Exactly. I watched the first season, was pretty good. Couldn't get into season 2. The incelism was a plot point. Forgot about that as cancer. I don't know if the main character never really tried to date these people for anything, but showing Oshinoko, it always gave me a weird taste in my mouth. Motherfucker, you're a dude who's already got a midlife crisis. Oshinoko was a bunch of odd things wrapped into one case. Oh, that was Mashal. Oh, I see. I didn't even know there was a season 2 of Mashal. Netflix only has one season, I think. Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm now remembering we were going to talk about Mashal. Mashal season 2 is peak. Interesting. No, yeah. Mashal... No. Well, there is the guy who likes his little sister. I hate to say it, SFA. That's an odd one. But I'm already not that invested in the show as it is anyway. Because it, like, kept on building a thing up and then immediately having him just punch them. And it's pretty funny. I'm watching it because it's pretty funny, right? Like, I'm watching Mashal because I find it funny. Like, a lot of the jokes do land, and then just... a lot of it's so absurd that you've just got to laugh at it. And I feel like that's the kind of fusion that it's sitting on, where I'm genuinely... I don't know, there's not that much else that I want to watch at the moment, is the issue, and I think that's part of the reason I'm actually watching it. But I'm just not invested in the plot at all. The plot, I do not give a shit about. Half the time, I swear it's literally just trying to rip off Harry Potter. Well, not half the time. At this point, it's gotten out of the trying to rip off Harry Potter phase. But there were some moments there where it was like, what if Harry Potter could punch really hard? To the point where Mashal's little magic mark, or Mash's little magic mark thing, is literally the shape of a lightning bolt, like Harry Potter's scar. Quidditch. Quidditch. The Quidditch moment was one... Is every Magic Academy really a Harry Potter copy in the end? Not Witch Hat Atelier, bitch! Atelier? I think it's Atelier. Gas up, Witch Hat Atelier. God, I fucking love that manga. And it's getting an anime this year too, so... SFA was asking, can any anime not be weird? Dungeon Meshi, Witch Hat Atelier. That's not out yet, but it is. But when it is, unless they fuck it up somehow... Like, Quidditch was fun though. I don't know, I would have liked there to be a bit more to it. Mashal feels like wish fulfillment for people who were bullied at school. It feels like someone who's like read books about Magic Academy, read books and watched shows and movies about Magic Academies and stuff, and then always got really pissed off at the bully characters, and was like, what if I just don't write any of those plots and the guy always wins in the end? Because every time someone comes up to oppose Mash, he just beats the shit out of them. And it's over. Again and again and again. There are no stakes to this show. Mash has not been threatened once. At all. But it's low-key kind of funny, so it gets a pass. You got to go by. Fair enough, Bruger. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Like, Mashal is like the other Season 2 has stake. Does it, though? Does it? Dungeon Meshi did have the monster conning. The monster conning? The what? I personally don't think it's that bad, but it exists. Would an uncontroversial manga be fun? Yes. Also has shoe cream and other food. I fucking love, I don't know. The way they, like, have the cream puff in the beginning of the intro, kind of like One Punch Man's fist at the beginning of the One Punch Man intro. The rest of the intro's garbage, but Shoe Cream Man, is that what it's called? I'm watching dub, I'll be honest. I don't know, I'm not really sure Mash was ripping off Harry Potter. I thought it was trying to be Psyche. Not really Psyche, honestly. Not at all Psyche, actually. Psyche is very different and good for very different reasons. When Mob and Saitama have a child, yeah. It low-key does feel like that, kind of. He's very much got the Saitama, like, training regimen going on with him. Like, it's funny because the plot on paper low-key sounds fire. Like, guy in society who doesn't have like, guy in a magic society where they straight up kill people without magic. Who has to attain credentials in a school to give him a chance to change the world, so it won't kill him. The only saving grace he has is that he's incredibly strong. But then he kicked the shit out of that, like, police officer in episode 1, and I realized, okay, this show isn't actually interesting. This show isn't actually interesting, it's just a comedy. I really hope that the police officer guy and his dad kiss, though. Also, hello, Felix, how goes it? I hope that your week has been going well. Worst part of Mashal is the fact it's peaked with saying, with him saying muscle magic. I mean, I wasn't saying it did well, but it was trying to be funny, having a food fixation, and trying to be normal in a world where he's different. Oh, that is true. That is true. Okay, those elements, kind of. But I don't know. I feel like Psyche still, while being a comedy, takes itself and its world a bit more seriously than Mashal, which is, I guess, an insane thing to say because in episode 1, Psyche comes out and is like, yeah, no, I brainwashed everyone so their hair grows in wildly different colors, so my pink hair is more normal. And yet, I still feel like Psyche treats its world more seriously. I guess it doesn't help that they try to introduce a Hyro-type jock character in, like, episode 4. Who then proceeded to disappear. Like, he might show back up at some point, but it looked like he was gonna be introduced as one of the main cast. You know, I was going to compare it to My Hero Academia, in the sense that My Hero Academia kind of starts off with this really interesting premise of boy obsessed with heroes. A boy obsessed with heroes in a world where everyone has superpowers, and he doesn't have superpowers. Okay, Lucario, can you stop spamming, please? Like, you know, My Hero Academia is solid-ish. I don't know. I fell off it eventually, but I don't think it's necessarily anything to do with itself. I think as a show aimed at teenagers, it's solid enough. What was it called? You know, as a show aimed at teenagers, it's solid enough. Like, the introduction, the idea, like, okay, this is Midoriya. He has no superpowers in a world where everyone does have superpowers, but he wants to become a superhero. That is almost a really interesting concept. Then they bring in One For All, and it kind of, like, becomes someone else. And I'm not going to slate it, you know? If that was the concept, then fair enough. But then Mashal comes along and it's like, in a world where everyone has magic, this is a guy without magic. He's going to have to use his strength to get through this world. And it's like, oh, and then it's a comedy, and doesn't take itself seriously. So I feel like I've been debated with a very similar concept twice. Like, twice have I been presenting this very interesting concept by anime, to have it ripped away from me with, like, psych! Psych! You thought it was gonna be a fit, it's not! So third time better be the charm, I'm gonna be honest. Your hero had some banger songs. My Hero does have some banger openings. Yeah, no, Mashal is not a show I'm watching because I care about how it goes, or most of the characters. It is quite funny, so I'll give it that. It is quite amusing, so it gets that at least. But I think shows like Psyche K, or Love is War end up at a level higher than it, because not only are they comedies that are really funny, but they manage to actually be genuinely investing. Like, I get invested in what's going on. I get invested in Psyche and his friends as characters. I get invested in, Kaguya and... Is this Shiro? Shogami? Sorry, it's been a while since I last watched Love is War. But I, like, get invested in, like, them, their... Will they, won't they? The... other characters. You like Death Note? I've not actually seen Death Note. I need to watch Death Note at some point. Maybe I'll watch the Netflix movie. I think if they'd been all out, I probably would have kept watching. However, after a year or something, didn't want to go back to it. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Oh, My Hero Academia, you mean? Interesting, interesting. Yeah. I ended up falling off because I read the manga. After season 3 was finished, I then maybe even season 4. Yeah, season 4. After season 4 had finished, I read the manga, right? And I got into the big war arc. And just too much started happening. It felt like every chapter they killed someone and brought someone else back. And it just got a bit too much. And this arc just kept dragging out with chapters that it just felt like it was starting to go through the motions rather than trying to be an interesting story. And it just stopped grabbing me at that point. And I don't know if that's a general opinion, but you think it fell off after My Villain Academia? My Villain Academia was pretty solid. I did like that. But I don't know, it just... There just came a point where it stopped hooking me. And I'm not sure if it's just because I grew out of it, or what, but it just stopped grabbing me. And I moved on. I feel like that's my opinion on a lot of shonen these days, though. Mostly because shonen is aimed at teenage boys, and I'm not a teenage boy. Like, Sakamoto Days just didn't hook me. Like, people have been gassing that shit up. To be fair, people have been gassing up the anime. I've seen a lot of hate for the anime. Because of its animation. What was it called? But, like, I don't know, it just never really grabbed me that hard. So I'm probably not going to end up finishing it. Which is why the best shonen is Death Note. I'll study with my right hand and kill people with my left hand. Like... Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't finish. The one shonen I'm sticking with is Chainsaw Man. But Chainsaw Man's just a genuinely good story as well. Like... Isn't Chainsaw Man an anime about problematic people? Like, I guess that's one way of putting it? I don't know. Your friend gave you a spoiler that gave you a massive bias. I think that's... I think the moment you're talking about is definitely one of the moments in the series I'm not all that chuffed with. But I very much feel like... adds up. Denji's character is one who... is very sex-oriented. But it kind of ends up being in a way that isn't too just Guna slop. And people try to portray it like it's Guna slop. But it really isn't. Like, I am someone who fucking despises it when like a character in anime is kind of when like anime characters kind of like get weird with sex. Like 7 Deadly Sins, I fucking hated that shit because of just shit like Melodious constantly groping the other character. But like I'd certainly say it isn't like demonized that much as a moment, but which it should have been, to be clear. It wasn't demonized that much as a moment. It should have been. But I feel like all in Denji's character, it's part of a bigger whole that the show's trying to build up to. Let's talk about a different moment. In which I'd say her whole character is very much built around that manipulation. Which I think makes her one of the scariest and one of the best antagonists. I think Chainsaw Man ends up being so good because a lot of anime is very focused on the big punches. Yeah, it makes her a good villain, but she's too good of a villain. I cried when Dio killed the dog. I can't watch Denji get manipulated like that. I guess that is fair. If it's like something that makes you, like, that you find hard to watch, then I can't slate it, but I genuinely think it makes her, like, such a good villain. And Rob, I'd really recommend reading the manga. At least up to the end of part 1. There are the big bombastic fights in Chainsaw Man, and they're often really good. But I feel like the bigger plot moments are never the big fights. That's about his character, though? The Witchman? But yeah, the bigger moments replying to SFA. Okay, so yes, it is. But if he fundamentally struggles to watch it, I can't slate that entirely, right? Like if it's something he feels uncomfortable watching, as much as it's meant to make you uncomfortable, as much as it's meant to be a bad thing. As much as it's meant to be a bad thing, which is interesting because it also plays off the fact that a lot of people reading it won't consider it a bad thing because they're too Guna-brained, right? They see Pretty Woman manipulating Denji and they'll be like, oh man, I wish that were me. But what they're fundamentally failing to understand is they'd play right into Makuma's hand if given the opportunity to, which people have shown to time and time and again. She's such a fucking good villain. But like, if you're smart, you understand that she's manipulating him and this is a bad thing. And she's fundamentally abusing her power over him. Like, shit like... You realize how malicious she is when shit like... When Himeno vomits in Denji's mouth, she gives him a lollipop after, so his first kiss, as much as it's tainted by that bad experience, she'll always be linked to it. Because it'll always be, Himeno vomited in my mouth, that was disgusting, and then Miss Makima gave me that lollipop, you know? And it's the seeds being planted. And shit that happens later on, reveals that happen later on, and how everything wraps up. YouTube and Dio died. Spoilers, SFA! Okay, I'd say spoilers, but that's, but I got that far in and that's... Do you mean in JoJo's? Or... Think before you speak, first of all. I'm not sure if Dorsal Fin's still even here, but think before you type the words. Right? Use your brain before the words are typed out. Think, maybe if I say that, then that's an even bigger spoiler. Because one of them is like a assumed conclusion, right? Once you know, it's still kind of like an, you know? Anyway, what was I saying? Like, I'm not sure if Dorsal Fin's even here at this point. I'm not sure if she's still half here as she was before, but... Let's shift the topic away from JoJo's. I understand why you're using the Dio metaphor. Don't use the Dio metaphor. The Dio metaphor ends. But yeah, no, I get that. Which is why you should read the manga. Have you considered that? Have you considered reading the Chainsaw Man manga? I think you should. I think everyone should. Like, the Chainsaw Man manga is... Like, the anime is good, do not get me wrong. The anime is really good. But the Chainsaw Man manga, A, completes the story. Alright. Back to Chainsaw Man manga, the Vomit Kiss grows you out like how your Mashiko Tensei grows you out for half the anime. That's fair. But... I mean, yeah, I can't make you watch it if that's the case, but I'd say the difference there is I feel like Mushoku Tensei you're supposed to be a little bit into it, right? I always got that vibe. I wasn't, to be clear. Oh, you did finish Season 1 of Chainsaw Man. You did finish Season 1 of Chainsaw Man, or...? Mushoku... Okay, yeah, no, I finished Season 1 of Mushoku Tensei. I'd say that's the main moment like that, but... Again, I feel like Mushoku Tensei feels that weird because... the author's weird. Now, don't get me wrong, Tatsuki Fujimoto is weird. He is weird. But not in the same way. Chainsaw Man is definitely one of my highest recommendations. If you don't think you have the stomach for it, then I can't slate at Day's End. But we've almost got 9786, which I think is pretty exciting. Rob, spoilers. Now Dawson knows Dio and Jotaro are canonically dating. She doesn't even know who the other guy is. And don't tell her. You ever start wondering if you've bitten off more than you can chew? Because we're 2 hours in and I've not got 200 encounters done yet. I feel like I always do this. I feel like I'm always like, yeah, I'll get up to the next big milestone this stream, and then I'm like... To be fair, I've used very vague language today. I've used very vague language. I haven't said, will I get to 10k? I just said, will I get it? I'm just that intelligent and smart, really. Just keep grinding. Yeah, man, that's the Pokemon spirit, isn't it? That's the Pokemon spirit. Alright. I'm ill as fuck. I could probably need to sleep, but I can work off of all-nighters if needed. Do not pull an all-nighter. You'll probably call off work. Yeah, maybe if you are, you ought to. Shit, dude. Alright. I'm going to go to the toilet quickly. I will be right back. But be sure to stay tuned, because once I am back, we'll be continuing on with the hunt. I will be right back. And we're back. Back again, okay. Sorry, I thought that had broken, but it has not. Alright. Please get Rob to say piss for piss GG. Yeah, unfortunately, piss GG isn't yours to say. Yeah, Rob did not invent piss GG, believe it or not. That was Kepler. Kepler was the progenitor? Maybe. Of piss GG. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I am. Okay. SFA, maybe you should consider the things you say about real people. You should maybe stick to something new. Exactly, exactly. One chat has already had to be told off for being weird about Rob's voice. Hey, Cahir, did you eat something? I thought I said I was eating something. I was like, I'm gonna get a chocolate coin to tide me through this. You did? Yes. I feel like there's a bit coming at me. Bit being launched at my head at Mach 10. I didn't hear that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat a chocolate coin to tide me through. Yeah, what's your second favourite Genshin character? Maybe Shalonen? I do like Shalonen a lot. Her or Kaya, maybe. We'll see, though. In a few days... what's it called? Second favourite Pokemon? Grottle. In a few days, said that like 7 times. We'll see Veressa, and I think she's going to be a character who's I think she's going to be a character who I'll enjoy a lot. Not awfully bland, but isn't really a non-meta answer. I thought you said that it wasn't a meta answer, and I was going to say, Zhongli not meta, but no. Yeah, that's fair. I cannot slate Zhongli. I have the second favourite plan for a couple of questions, just not many. Alright. What's your second favourite Pika clone? Emolga or Pachirisu? What do you think, by the way? Mango is correct. Did I not mention the chocolate coin? Was the chocolate coin thing just something I said in my head? Who's Emolga? You don't know Emolga? The flying squirrel. Pikachu. I think you might have been about to say, I see, I just never did. Electric, isn't that just Patterrz with wings? No, it's a small Pikachu with wings. Don't diss Emolga. Emolga goes hard. Emolga might be in the intro here. Emolga is an icon, that's real, Felix. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll go on till 11, and if I don't hit 10k by 11, then I don't hit 10k this stream. Because I don't want to be streaming too late tonight, because I do got to be up early tomorrow. Hopes. Dreams, there's Emolga. Or was it Sprite? It's Overworld Sprite, but, I can't say I have a better answer. You like more Pecco. Oh, do you find its hangry mode hashtag relatable? Do you see more Pecco hangry mode and go, oh my god, that's so me? I had a paradigm shift over more Pecco. Because it was like a clip of people talking at like a Pokemon tournament of some kind. And someone asked this one lady, like, which Pokemon are you most looking forward to? And it's just like, oh, it's got to be more Pecco. Its angry mode is so relatable. And I was like, that's a normal person. Alright, there is a regular person who probably spends reasonable amounts of time on reasonable corners of the internet. Humbled me, you know. I'm so hungry I could eat a Rapidash. Ever since Gen 3, I've been like another Pika clone. To be fair, Gen 3 was a bold one because it had 2. I'm honestly surprised that Pachirisu doesn't... what's it called? I'm honestly surprised that Pachirisu doesn't, I'll get the thought out at some point. I'm honestly surprised that Pachirisu doesn't appear through honey trees. Because every single... most of the Pika clones have some relation to mechanics introduced in the game. Mechanics introduced in the new game, right? Plus Laminen fight in double battles. Emolga appears in the shaking grass. Dedenne is a fairy type. Can you sing a song for Minccino? Huh? Dr. Dedenne, Dr. Dedenne. And then, what's it called? Pormot evolves by using Let's Go mode. I know Rubscud does as well, but... trying to think what Togedemaru's... Togedemaru is a totem? If like Mimikyu was the only one, then I feel like it'd be like easier, but I see you're singing a sea shanty. It's another thing that got really popular for a bit and then kind of disappeared. Sea shanties haven't entirely disappeared, to be fair, but they're, like, a lot less present these days, you know? There was, like, a period where, like, most Instagram reels had sea shanties. Alright, I think you can work on your rhyme in a bit there, SFA. What have I done to this? Sorry, I managed to turn the... I'm going to throw the coin wrapper away because I keep fiddling with it. Oh, oops. Oh, I went off the side. But, Oh yeah, I achieved something the other day. Speaking of being terminally online. It's the one you did in D&D. It is a very iconic one. Yeah, speaking of terminally online, I achieved something. I broke my Reddit streak. It was at 140 something. And every day it went up, and I felt a little bit worse about myself. You know? Like... Oh shit, I just turned the monitor off. Like, you know, my... It had gotten up to, like, 140 something, and every time it went up, I just felt a bit worse about myself. And I kept on trying to break it, and I just couldn't. I just fucking couldn't, and I didn't know why. And, the other day I managed to go a whole day without even opening Reddit. And I broke the streak, and it's gone now. It's no longer haunts me. It's at, like, 2, and it's like, yes. It's nothing. I'm not a Redditor. I'm not a Redditor. I'm not. I don't want to know what it does. It just gives you, like, an achievement, man. It's not worth it. But I don't know why they'd think I want to know that I've been on Reddit 150 days in a row. Because, like, I don't want to know that, you know? I don't care how many days in a row I've been on Reddit. You know? My Reddit screen time's past my TikTok screen time. I know I'm in a low point of 5. Well, I guess it depends if, like, they swap places. Because, like, I feel like spending, like, 5 hours a day on TikTok is as bad as spending 5 hours a day on Reddit, you know? I need a Reddit streak, but for Genshin. I guess that'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see. Some Sundays I forget to play. Because I have D&D during the day. And I generally play Genshin afternoon time. When I'm not streaming it. I'd be at like 2 because of PSN dying. Yeah. Haven't they given out like 5 free days of PlayStation Network? Of PlayStation Plus? I find that so funny. They're like, here, 5 days. Wow. How generous, Sony. You're so kind. Like, I swear it would have been better if they were just like, we're very sorry, and left it at that. You know? Because, like, that would have just been like an, oh, fucking typical. They have nothing to give their players as an apology. You know, but when it's 5, it's like, oh yeah, no, only if you have a subscription. If you don't have a subscription to PlayStation Plus, no. You get nothing. You get zilch. Like... Man. Rob, recommend PC parts for me. I don't think Rob's much of a PC. Like, Rob doesn't play on PC. Rob plays on, like, PlayStation and tablet. I would recommend PC Specialist. That's where I got mine from. Dorsal, you're the advice person. You're like, I once again, I feel like Dorsal Fin isn't quite gonna give you the knowledge you're after. You know? Maybe if Mango's here. I could pre-build a PC, you just prefer something that's... You could build a PC, you just prefer something that's pre-built. That's fair, but you also don't have a PC, do you? You have a laptop. Or do you have a PC? Well, you don't have a gaming PC at the least. Could you give SFA advice on PC building, like he's asking? I guess that's the question that I should be asking right now. In the grand scheme of things, there is one question I should be asking, and it's that. Super Mario Kart Monday would have been more fitter for today. No, Mario Kart Monday isn't about the day, it's about the state of mind. Mario Kart Monday isn't about the day of the week, it's about the day of the soul. I just want parts that will total for less than a PS5. Well, don't build a PC then, because you're not going to get that. If you want a potato, if you can steal someone's graphics card, maybe. Graphics cards are simple, yeah? $20.90 for less than 50 by crypto miners. Heavily used may be dead, but it's something. Okay. Sure, maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I just got mine pre-built on a website. I didn't. Want to mess around. But it's gonna last a really long time. I'm sure it's gonna last a really long time. Alright. You have a Legion 5 gaming laptop. Oh. I hate to say it, I don't know what that means, but the fact that you're saying it like that makes it sound like it's probably impressive. I don't know much about gaming laptops. I used to have a laptop, but it wasn't a gaming laptop, it was a HP laptop, and it ran Minecraft at 10 frames a second. I built a big sorting system in my Minecraft base. And I had to stand in the corner while it sorted because my game lagged too much. Sounds like you need sodium. Well, I probably did at the time, but I don't think sodium was a thing back then. I hate to say it. It was just Optifine. And I did use Optifine, to be clear. Optifine was a thing I was using. No, it's not. Probably about 300 quid nowadays. I see. Fair enough. It wasn't a good laptop. Bought it before COVID to have something that's not a potato. Ah, that's fair. So it's 6 years old or 5 years old. I knew HP was bad. I have a HP that doesn't run OS too well, which is, of course, the bar that things have to cross for you. Technically, a mining card shouldn't be as worn as one that's been gamed on. Huh, interesting. But for HP's defense, the fan was broken. I'm not sure that would is much of a defense. You got it refurbed on eBay. Ah, I see, I see. Fair enough. Was the fan even broken, or did I steal it from my other laptop? Okay. Here, overhearing is bad. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, mine's fine. mine's in the expected range. As long as it's not being runaway too hot, yeah. Motherboards is as important as like CPUs and RAM for most users. Probably not. Oh. Alright, need to figure out. No, I already said that. I still need to figure out what movie I'm going to watch tomorrow. Tuesdays have become my movie watching day. I watch movies on Tuesdays now. I watched Kingsman last week. Which was alright. Wasn't the best film in the world, I'll be honest. But it was enjoyable. Like, I feel like people have talked about it a lot. So it was a movie I saw and I was like, I should probably watch this. So I did. I did watch it. And it was alright. It firmly fit into the alright category, you know? There are probably better spy movies out there. Maybe I should rewatch Johnny English. Although, I feel like I shouldn't overdo the spy movies, you know? Well, don't watch the second or the third. Oh no, are they that bad? Why am I planning on building a PC? I'll never actually build one, no matter how scummy Sony is. Oh no. Yeah, what's wrong with the second and the third? They're worse than the first one, I see. Fair enough, then. To be fair, the first one didn't really end in all that open-ended a way. Like, sure, it was a little open-ended, because the guy is now part of the spy organization, but it felt like it wrapped itself up pretty neatly. The sequel would have definitely felt like, one being made for the point of it, for, the sake of it, rather than any reason to make a sequel. Character arcs completed and whatnot. What few there were. I'll be honest. What few there were. Spy is a word in Swedish. What does it mean? They bring in the American version of Kingsman. Oh, how exciting. But we barely explored the British version. Like, we met 3 people from the British version of Kingsman, and I feel like there's a load of interesting internal relations an upset that could be made by the first Kingsman that you could do without bringing in, like, an American version, right? Like, you can starve that off for a bit longer, surely. You know? Like, because my main question after the first Kingsman was, how do the other Kingsmen feel about Mike O'Kane and his actions? And about XZ being on the team and stuff. Like, there's a lot of interesting dynamics you could explore through that. So I just... Spy means vomit in Swedish. Interesting. Who is Spy? Well, it depends. You're saying you're sick at the moment. Are we above us now? That's way past. Even Mango knows it. But yeah, noted. I won't watch the other two Kingsmen then. You don't want to be Spy. I don't blame you. I hate Spy. All the Kingsmen died except like 3 of them. But there were so many at the beginning. Okay, yeah, no, you're convincing me that I don't want to see this. Like, there was never a moment I assumed you would have been wrong. But you're very much laying out a situation where I don't want to watch any more of the Kingsman films. So I will find something else to watch tomorrow. Just need to figure out what it's going to be. What's out there, you know? Because, yeah, I watched The Wind Rises last week, and then I watched... I watched Kingsman last week. The week before was The Wind Rises, and the week before that was Jurassic World. So... there are a couple of movies. I think there are probably too many movies, you know? Oh yeah, Rob! I said I had a bacon-related question for you. There's a new Jurassic World coming out. There is indeed. They love making more of those. Feels like a cash grab, of course. They love it. Honestly... oh wait, no. It's because I said Jurassic World. That's why you asked what my favourite dinosaur is. I thought that people had just asked... yeah. Favourite dinosaur... what is it? What's the T-Rex-like guy with horns? I like him. Is it Ankylosaur? No, Ankylosaurus is the one with the big fucking thing. Carnosaurus. Carnotaurus? Yeah, Carnotaurus. I like the Carnotaurus. They're fun. They got horns. They said they'd be done with Dominion. But no, there's always more money to milk out Jurassic World. Park. Whatever. What's the meme one? The Do You Think Eusaurus? The one with like 100 teeth. Oh, no, never mind. Is that it? I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. You'll still see it anyway. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're a Jurassic World fan? The reason that my Movie Tuesday started. The reason that I watched Jurassic World was because I was making a presentation on how it's a fundamentally hypocritical film for a presentation night with friends. You never liked dinosaurs like that? As in, like, carnivores, or...? Which sucks, because Jurassic World, the game, will make, like, 20 dinos after the movie, which will cost way too much. Oh, no. As in, I never liked dinosaurs that much in general. I see. Oh, but you're asking about Badger. Okay. So you don't have a favourite? Is that what you're saying? Well, they couldn't get Pratt back, I guess, but Dominion was terrible anyway. Chris Pratt is such a funny guy to me. I'm gonna end it there. No, I'm not. But imagine if I did. No. So, Chris Pratt, right? He did Lego Movie, which is a movie where he plays a chosen one kind of guy who's going to save the day type. But he's very much a subversion of that trope. He's a bit useless and kind of remains a bit useless. He never really has the big becoming a badass moment in any real way. And he kind of does, but not like a big one, right? Emmett is a very, like, big subversion of the chosen one archetype, where he isn't the special because he was meant to be the special. He's the special because he fell into it, but that doesn't mean he's any... Like, you know, you've seen the Lego Movie. You should have seen the Lego Movie. It's good. He's a subversion. And then we get to Star-Lord, who, while he's a bit more of a stereotypical, like, strapping leader guy, he's still fundamentally a subversion of, like, the action hero archetype, right? Where he's a bit of a failure, a bit of a loser, and it fundamentally makes him more endearing, his flaws and stuff, that he's not just, like, a stereotypical action hero. And then he's Owen in Jurassic World, who is a stereotypical action hero, barely a character. Barely a character. He is literally just there to be Claire, the ginger scientist lass. He is literally just there for her to kiss at the end. And to ride with raptors and look cool. He is such a nothing burger of a character. Maybe he does become more in the other ones, but I don't remember the second one. And Owen did get turned on by the raptors. You see, that sentence in the wrong intonation sounds very bad, but, like, he did, but then he won them back at the end, because isn't that sweet? But, like, he's just got nothing there as a character. His biggest character flaw is that he's stubborn, but every time he's stubborn, he's morally correct. The one time Owen is wrong in the film is when he thinks the Indominus Rex climbed out of the pen because he saw the scratch marks on the wall. But everybody agreed with that. That just seemed to be the obvious answer. So I'm not even going to take a point away from that for him. He was literally never wrong in that film. He goes through nothing. He has no arc. He's just there to look cool. You think Fallen Kingdom was a good movie for Owen? I see. But again, I've not seen it, and all I know is World, where he is literally the most nothing character possible. It's genuinely impressive. He got a child, he looked like a badass, and he gets a cool fight scene with Blue. Okay, but does he learn or grow or change at all as a person? Like, I think cool action hero archetype can be done well, right? It's just Owen is not that. You gained the trait depression and alcoholism. Oh, that's great then. that saves it. All's well. But was the one I remember the most, and I don't hate it, but it annoys me. But looks like something that would have crossed your path just never happened. I see. Maybe you should have your dinosaur phase now, Felix. Have you considered that? Have you considered getting around to it now? You know? Anyway, what else was I saying? Is that allowed? Of course. The world is an oyster. Anyway. Rob, you said you wanted to hear about the bacon question, didn't you? Isn't there an oyster Pokemon? Cloyster. Or is this a cloister this dick? Okay, so Rob. Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games? Or games. Unlimited games, but no games. Others can pitch into this one too, if you've got an answer. I thought we were talking about clam pearl. Clam. Bacon, at least I'll get some... Unlimited games, but no games. Like, games or games. I may pick games if the games were games, but I couldn't live without bacon, so I may pick games if the... I can't even eat bacon, what am I saying? I couldn't live without bacon. I can't actually eat it. Good job, man. You know, I think, I'm a big fan of video games, so I'd have to go unlimited games. You've got limited games but no games, and technically you have nothing. Yeah, no, I hate video games. It would be better if I had just none, you know, just get rid of more. You can sell the games, but you'd have no games. You could very easily sell the bacon, I'm gonna be honest. You could crash the bacon market. I think, with unlimited bacon. Absolutely eviscerate the bacon market. Turn the bacon market into the bake-was market. Cahir is against my religion. Wait, even selling it is? Even selling bacon? I guess that does make sense, actually. And food safety, who knows where you got the bacon from Unlimited? Cahir, if I know they'll eat it, I can't. Oh, I see, that does make sense. Okay, hear me out. Lobotomy. Yes, OMG, need that. Wasn't offering it to you, Felix, but we can get you signed up. We can get you on the list. Hear me out, it didn't specify what type of bacon. I guess it could be vegan bacon, yes, Mango. So you go through an expensive surgery to sell bacon rather than selling games. Yeah, but you'd have no games. You'd have no games to sell. Bubble turkey. I think some companies make beef bacon. Hear me out. Games is kind of cancer because of how little sex buys for. But I have to go with games. I mean, that's fair. But you don't have any games, so you can't sell them. You'd have no games. I'm not having a lobotomy for crashing the bacon market. Why not? You want to crash the potato market? Yeah, but it was unlimited bacon, not unlimited potatoes, I'm sorry. Technically, you could get unlimited potatoes if you grew them in a really big field. Change it to potato, unlimited potatoes but no games, or games, unlimited games but no games. Yeah, but that wouldn't be the question. That's like an entirely different question. At that point, I might as well just change it to... Would you rather I kick you in the teeth? Or games, unlimited games, but no games. You know, like, there's no difference. If we're changing things at this point, you know? It's just not the same question, is it? I'd rather games over being kicked in the teeth. Being kicked in the teeth would hurt. But you'd have no games. I don't want to hear shoe in my teeth. Hey, I never said it would be me kicking you in the teeth. Let's be clear. Never said it'd be me kicking you in the teeth. I don't want a cashew in my mouth. Oh no, cashews aren't great, are they? It fucked me up to find out about cashews, right? Like, first things first, in that music video made by no one in particular, to find out they came from a fruit, that was surprising. I was like, what? They're from a fruit? I didn't know that. I must have been like 12 when that video came out. I was fascinated by this fact, by this information. And then, actually, the fruits are horribly acidic. And the people picking them have very little protection. It's fucked up. It's just fucked up. There's no other way. It's fucked up. I am over cashew nuts now. They're a thing of the past. Over them. Aren't cashews legumes? Maybe. I don't know. But the fruits are acidic. And the people who were made to pick them aren't treated that well, so it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care what cashews are. Anyway, isn't that true for most things? I mean, for a lot of things, sure. Like, I'm sure there's like a decent chunk, but I feel like cashew more than most. You know? Oh, thank you, Rob. Shiny, this one I see it. Because of the acid fruit? Yeah, because it fucks up their hands. Like, yeah, look up, like, cashew workers' hands, and, like, it's fucked up. It's not nice at all. I don't want to give Pip your 20 points. I think it's a bit more than 20 SFA. But, I think Pip is going to get very rich this stream. And the benefit is, again, I said this stream. I didn't say... I said, will Cahir get the Minccino today? There's actually a second person who voted on Nah, interestingly enough. I wonder who it was. You think the second person is Felix? He's a hate watcher. Interesting theory. Felix, is it you? Did you bet on the poll? I don't think they bet much on it, to be clear. But it does mean that Pip won't be getting all 3,000 channel points. Oh no. Right. Oh no. All right. Pip went in with 5k, yeah. The other one is for 1k, indeed. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. It was not Felix. Interesting, interesting. Index finger pointing at viewer content mango. You are faithful to YouTube. Glad to see you're not cheating on YouTube. Waiting for someone to jump the fence. Someone's going to jump the fence. And it's probably going to be Mango. Mango's probably going to jump the fence. He's going to do the little, like, sheltering cat. Exact. Okay, I was wrong. I was incorrect. But someone did jump the fence all the same. And it was Mango, so. Yeah, that you see, that's the emoji I thought he was going to do. Yeah, I think we're going to get into the 990s. I'm just not sure like we'll get to 10k today. Which does mean I did lie. Jelu came in at the beginning and was like, oh, but you're not at 10k yet. So technically you're misadvertising. And I was like, yeah, but I'm going to get to it by the end of the stream. But now if I don't get to it by the end of the stream, then I am actually misadvertising, which isn't great, I'll be honest. It will mean I am lying to you all. And that's not that great. But I'll see you, clickbaiter. I'd like to see you try. I've got 3 lawyers. It's actually 1 lawyer, but he's got 3 heads. Mango's your lawyer? Mango, is this true? Mango, USFA's lawyer? I'm running very low on drink, which isn't great, because I've got... And you stole the Nintendo lawyers. Oh, okay, actually, this is starting to get a bit threatening, actually. Everybody refresh quickly. Everybody refresh the stream just real quick. Just for a moment. All right. Anyway, you didn't have to refresh it. It just did it. Sorry, lads. Do you have a clip or a screenshot? You mean doctored footage? Because it always said 9.9k. And the Discord says road to 10k, which isn't technically a lie. I am on the road to 10k. Nowhere in saying I'm on the road to 10k does it imply that I have to get to 10k that stream. So, moving on. Moving swiftly on. Read the TOS. The TOS. There has to be something there. Yeah, no, I'm moving on. I'm moving on with the conversation now. The conversation is going elsewhere. What should we talk about? You guys see that we're gonna get hit by an asteroid? Yay, when? 2032. Initially it was a 1% chance, and now it's a 2% chance. It's like 100 feet across. It's not gonna like it's. If it lands in the wrong place, it will kill people, right? But oh, it's made of milk. What? What kind of leap? Oh, because I said it's 2%. I see. Great. Yeah, no, it's like 100, 200 feet. So like basically, I think, like, a century or so ago, an asteroid, like, exploded over Russia and flattened the forest. And basically, it's gonna do that. It's that size. It's that size of asteroid. Tunguska. Exactly. Exactly. It's the same size as that asteroid. I think that asteroid did hit the atmosphere at an angle, so potentially if it's a more dead-on shot, it might end up causing more issues. But I don't think we're talking about an end of the world type scenario, which is a shame, given that we're gonna end it anyway. I wonder if we're gonna smack something into it. I guess it depends on how likely it is it's gonna hit, like how they're gonna keep calculating, I assume, right? They're gonna keep calculating. But like, it was literally last year they thwacked an asteroid. That'll be sooner than 2032, I fear. I don't think it'll be sooner than. Maybe it will. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm guessing they're going to redirect the asteroid. Which will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if they do, and if it works, you know? I would be eager to see so. Alright. May I let it hit us on though? Oh no. Well, we'll find out, won't we? We will find out. In 7 years, I'll be, what, early to mid-30s? I'll be early 30s by then. Oh no, I don't want to think about that. Because 2032 doesn't sound that far away. Because we're in 2025. 2032 sounds pretty close. But I will be in my 30s in 2031. Crikey. Not a fan of all this time passing. Not a fan of all this time passing at all. I don't think. I think it should slow down a bit. I do. Oh, I'm not looking forward to your 50s. Are you turning 50 in 2030? Alright. Don't worry, SFA. At least that is nonsense enough for it not to matter. The thing I always think about is that one, like, song that started trending. It does, like, I'm 2 days into college, but I'm 3 lectures, but... You know the one? Other than, like, I'm 2 days into edging, or whatever the song went. Because... Never mind, that's old. I mean, so is, like, JoJo jokes like that. I'm not sure when the last time you said something that is dated. That isn't... No. I'm not sure when... I'm not sure the last time I said something that fucking made sense. I'm not sure the last time you said something that isn't dated. SFA. You said new, though? No. Not new at all. I say Skibbity Riz. Do you expect old stuff from me? Yeah, that's pretty old at this point, SFA. Who says Riz anymore? I've not heard someone say Riz in months. Skibbity Toilet? Fell off. They cancelled the movie. You need new stuff? What is the new stuff? What are the current memes? I'm not even sure. What's, like, the most topical meme at the moment? Is this another sign I'm getting old? That I don't know what the most topical meme at the moment is? Because I have not got the foggiest, if I'm honest. No idea. Like hip-hop slave for real bussing. I think you aged with every word you typed on the keyboard. Go think before GTA 6? That's been around for months, though. Like, I've been saying we got blank before GTA 6 since, like, July of last year at the earliest. And it was funny for a bit. There just aren't any memes actually happening. There just aren't any memes happening right now, actually. Right? Like, I feel like it's just got to be an I'm out of touch enough to not know the memes. But, like, is it genuinely just there aren't any, like, memes going around right now? Because, like... I can't think of one. I can't. Is Thick of It still a meme? That was months ago. Like, I don't think I've heard... No, I saw one Thick of It meme the other day, and it was like an ice cream truck playing it. And, like, the ice cream truck noises. But that is the first time I've seen anything about the Thick of It in months. I think I've even heard KSI's name in months. Aura farming. Aura farming is current. I'd say aura farming is current. We're probably more on the way out than on the way in with aura farming, but it is current. I'll give you that. You're old. No, it can't be. Maybe I'll get to 9,900 and then I'll end for the day. I am once again very happy about the language I've used. You're a baby like Rob Guts even drew you as a baby? Ugh. When I yawn. Me when I yawn. They didn't know what SFA guy, I guess, was, so they drew a baby and called it SFA guy, I guess. And called it guy, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Guts goes by they, them, by the way. But, I feel like I was going to say something else. What else was I going to say? Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I looked over my dad's shoulder earlier, and he was watching, I don't know if it was Instagram Reels or what. I don't know what he was watching. But it was an AI-generated video of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, like, playing together. And... Are we cooked? Like, are we cooked as a site? Like, is this it? Because, like, I have goals, I have aspirations, right? I don't want to just press the reset button on it all. But, like, at this point, do we just give up? That makes one of us. Like, I don't have many, but I have enough that I don't want to just... Like, I enjoy streaming, and if we get rid of all technology, I'm not doing that anymore, right? But I wonder if it's time to just let go of all my mortal coils and just... Because, like, what way forward from here is a good one? I'm going to stop doomering, you know? I'm going to stop doomering. We're going to get hopeful now. We're going to start getting hopeful. Hopeful that that asteroid hurries the fuck up. I feel like it's a bit like at this point, at some point for every generation, though. So let's all go outside and listen to birds and look at flowers. Real, honestly. Real. Copium. It's me saying. Felix has got the hopium. Felix is here with the hopium. Yeah, just go out and look up at the stars. And a few planets as well. Mars, Saturn, Jupiter, Venus. They're all up there right now. Birds dying because of the invasive parakeet population, and the flowers won't bloom for another month. Try something else. There are flowers if you look for them. And I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. There are so many... I've been seeing seagulls. I've been seeing kites, crows, magpies, wagtails. There are billions of birds out there, so that's wrong. The parakeets won't be here till summer. I've not seen the parakeets in my neighborhood for a while, because there were a few parakeets in my neighborhood, but they've just kind of gone. They've kind of disappeared as of late. Okay, Missy, I start naming birds and now you come over here? Like, what's up with you, huh? What's up? What are you doing, You hungry? Is that it? You hear birds and you're like, ooh, bone smack the teeth, Cahir. You could try playing Minecraft. Real! Real and true. Alright, I'm at 9,900. It's 10 to 11. I think that might be where I end. On a potentially hopeful note, On a potentially hopeful note, you know. But yeah, let me end the prediction for now, because I did not get Minccino today. Which means that Pip has indeed gotten all the best of face points. I'll probably do another one tomorrow. Not tomorrow, in 2 weeks. I'll probably do another one in 2 weeks that is, will I get it before 10k? You know? It was Dorsal! Dorsal was the... Oh, shit, I'm pressing fucking bullshit, man. Dorsal was the other one. How interesting, how interesting. But yeah, everything is going to be okay. And the Minccino will arrive in the next few streams. It fucking better. But yeah, next stream we're going to start the Legends Arceus Krogunk hunting, hopefully, if I prepare for that. If not, then we're not going to do that. And I'll figure out something else to do. But, thank you for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I'll be live again on Wednesday with some Genshin Impact, and I'll be live again on Friday with some Dynamax adventures in Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I'd highly recommend getting your Pokemon Sword and Shield copies up to that point and buying Nintendo Switch Online so you can play with me. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have, despite the fact we haven't got Minccino. I will consider thinking about what movie I will watch tomorrow. I'm sure you will all hear about it on Wednesday. But thank you all for coming, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye, and good night!